Hello friends. Now from this session we learn SAP Adobe Forms. So before creating the Adobe Form, let's first understand what exactly Adobe Form and why you use Adobe Form in SAP. See, in any company, the company required to print different kind of documents to send to vendor, customer, internal employee, etc. So document like, let's say, purchase order. Once they create the purchase order, they need to send one copy to the vendor after getting the required approval. And the copy we can send via printout, fax, email, etc. There are different mediums available in SAP through which we can send the document to the vendor or customer. So purchase order is one of the document. Similarly, we have sales order. When any customer is doing the booking in our system, so we require to send the order confirmation. So for that, we designed the sales order confirmation printout in SAP. Similarly, some other document like delivery challan, when we deliver the material, so along with the material, we want to send the delivery receipts. And similarly, we might require to print the barcode for the internal purpose or to stick the barcode on the outgoing product. These are some of the example of document. Like this, there are many documents which company need to print. So what we required some tool in the system through which we can design such a document. Fine. So in the initial release of SAP, so SAP first provided one tool, that is SAP script, that is called as SAP script, and the transaction code was SE71. Still we can use this, but this is very old concept of form designing. So initially we use this concept SE71 to design our layout based on the business requirement. Here, after designing our layout, we need to create one driver program. Okay, we need to create one driver program through which we pass the data. We call different nodes of the form. So SE71 is a T code for SAP script. After that, around in 2001, SAP has introduced the smart forms, a very easy to use and very easy to design tool. It still is available and commonly used tool in the in SAP. So in the smart form, here on the left hand side, we can define all our form attributes, form interface. Here in smart form, whenever we save and activate, it generates a function module. And as we know, every function module has some inputs and then logic, and it produces some output. So this form interface contains all the importing parameter. Then we write the coding in the initialization or in the respective node. And one advantage of a smart form, like here we can have different page format, one portrait, one landscape. That was not possible in the SAP script. And it is very easy to use, like graphical interface. Fine. So this was the second tool introduced by SAP, that is smart form. Now after that, the latest one is the SAP Adobe Form, which is very common in the S4HANA system. Fine. So here Adobe actually a different company. Okay, so they work in the collaboration, and Adobe means PDF form. In the previous two, SAP script and smart form, we don't get directly output in the PDF format. First we have to generate the form, and then using the OTF concept, we need to convert that into the PDF. But in the Adobe form, by default the output is in the PDF. And the Adobe form is an interactive form. The actual name is SAP Interactive Form by Adobe. This can also be used in the offline mode, We can also generate the editable forms using this Adobe form concept. There is a slight difference in working with the smart form and the Adobe form. In smart form, what we do all our coding. We do all our code like variable declaration and perform routine. Along with that, we design the layout in the same transaction code. Okay, but in the Adobe form, first we have to create an interface. If we log in with T code SFP, we can see two radio buttons. One is form and second is interface. For designing of any Adobe form, first we need to create the interface. Select radio button, give a name and click on create button. And here the first thing we have to select in the properties is the interface type. By default, we can go ahead with the ABAP dictionary, but let's understand what are remaining two. Here second we can see smartphone compatible interface. In case if you have one smartphone and if you migrate that smartphone into the Adobe form, by default the interface type will be smartphone compatible interface. And based on this interface type, whether it is ABAP, smartphone or XML, in the interface, the importing and the exporting parameter will be changed. So by default for new one, we go with web dictionary. But if you migrate any smartphone, if you want to work with the smartphone interface type, then go with this one, second one. And for web improve application, we can use the third one. Okay, and for the interactive also. So the important point here in the properties is selection of the interface type. Then in the interface, here we can see a similar kind of thing as a smartphone, and Adobe form also executed like a function module. That's why here we can see the importing parameter and the exporting parameter. Fine. And similarly, along with the importing and exporting parameters, we can define all our global variable here, type declaration, field symbol, all the details we can define here, and we can write our code logic in this code initialization block. Along with this, we can write the form routine and we can add a currency in quantity field. The difference in the smart form and Adobe, in smart form, after adding all the variable encoding, in the same T code we design the layout, but here it is different. All our ABAP coding we can do only in the interface, not in the form. This is very important point. So we have to do all our coding in this interface block. Now, once our interface is ready, then we have to select the radio button form, give the form name and click on create button. And here we can see the interface is mandatory. That's why it is important first to create an interface and then create a form. Fine. And one interface we can use in n number of forms. Suppose if you define creating interface 1 with all our importing exporting parameter, global data declaration and complete logic. So we can define first create Adobe form 1 with the same interface, and then we can create one more Adobe form with the same interface. So this means that this one time development we can use in multiple forms. Fine. So here we have to give the form name, interface name, and then once we go inside, so on the left hand side we can see all the data which we have defined in this interface area. Here you can see the heading as interface. So here we can see all the importing exporting parameter, global data, system field, all we can see on the left hand side. And right hand side there is context. So all the fields which we required on our printout, the first we have to move, drag and drop that field from this interface area to the context area. It is very simple, just select, we have to select the field and drag and drop under this context area. Fine. So after creation of form, first drag and drop all the fields from interface to context area, and then we can see two layout button we can create on any one. And in this layout, we actually do our form designing. Okay, first we'll move the required fields from left to right, and then we'll go in the layout. And then in the layout, actual all our work we have to do. That is adding the static text with different font color, font size, where we can add the company logo, we can add the system fields, variables, work area, internal table, etc. That all we can do in this layout area. So there are many elements which we have to learn while designing the form. So whenever you're learning the Adobe form, first try to understand how to use the individual element, like how to add a logo, how to add a static text, how to add system field, how to add variable. Okay, first we have to focus on individual element, because once we are familiar with the use of individual element, then based on the requirement of customer, by looking at their design requirement, so we can do technical thinking. What are the different elements we can use here? Because for logo, there are different methods. One we can upload from laptop, one we can add from SC78, we can also add from a URL. Okay, then we can, in the text area, we can add long text, we can add a static text, dynamic text, etc. So first we have to learn individual element. Then based on the customer requirement, the design which they will share, we can think of what are the element we can use in this form. So all these, like what is design view, master page, preview, this hierarchical, data view, palettes, that all we learn in the actual practical. This is one output of the Adobe form, the same which I shown here, like designing, and this is the output, like order number created on. This is the text with floating fields. Okay, so this is the PDF output of the Adobe form. So this was the theoretical part and a short introduction on Adobe form. From the next session, next lecture, we'll do actual practical on the Adobe form. And for this, two important thing. One, on your server, the ADS should be there. So you have to cross check with your base system. Okay, the ADS should be there, because not necessarily like all S4HANA system will have the Adobe form. Every system by default, they have the smart form and SAP script. But Adobe form, additionally, they have to install ADS. It is called as Adobe service. And on our local machine, we need to install Adobe Lifecycle Designer. That is also important. If on your local machine, if you don't have the Adobe Lifecycle Designer, your layout editor will not work. So both are important. First one, in your system, the ADS should be there. And second, on your local laptop, you should install the Adobe Lifecycle Designer. Fine. So from next lecture, we'll do the actual practical on Adobe form. Thank you.